Now, this past week, Friday, we saw the Woolworths stock going up by over 6%. And this was when, or after they released their 52-week financial results, which ended in June of 2021. Now, this is the stock that we've discussed on this channel already. I mean, the last time we were talking of this stock or this company, it was when they reported a 118% increase in their online food sales, which brought a lot of excitement, not only to me, but to the other investors that invest into these stocks, as that constituted to about 2% of the entire food sales in the Southern Africa, which is something that is truly amazing and showing us that the demand or their online food sales demand, it is growing so rapidly, and it looks like it is going to continue to grow. As you would know that so many people are becoming comfortable to do this online transaction, either buying foods or products at the comfort of their homes, which is something that makes me or makes us believe that we might see this demand of people doing this online transaction growing even in the years to come, which is a good thing that I believe is going to continue making Woolworths to report some good figures on their online food sales. Otherwise, on today's video, guys, we'll be looking at the 52 weeks results which Woolworths just released last week. Now, these audited results are the kind of results, as I've said, which made the share price of Woolworths to react and went up by over 6%, which just has to show you the kind of good results they announced or they reported for the period or for the 52-week period which ended in June of 2021. So please do watch this video until the end, guys, because I definitely believe that the content that I'll be having for you on today's video will definitely motivate you probably to stay long into this Woolworths stock, and that is of course to those that already own this stock, and also encourage those that don't own this stock to probably go and look into this stock further and check or see if they can add it to their portfolio. Now, not only are we going to look at their 52-week financial results which they reported or announced last week, but we'll also look at some of the latest developments, like regarding the disbanding of Woolworths Group. You'll remember that for some time now, some investors have been saying or indicating that we could see, or chances are very high that we could see, Woolworths disbanding their businesses, meaning that there will be a Woolworths Food separate, or it will be listed separate, and Woolworths Beauty and Home as a separate entity or a business, which we are going to see, or I'm going to give you the latest developments that the CEO just announced regarding this matter that is getting so many investors to talk a lot about. Otherwise, another latest development we are going to touch on this video is the latest news regarding the departure of the CEO of SA Woolworths Food. Now, you remember that there's also been rumors, or there have been some developments regarding a departure, saying that she could be leaving any time from now. So, as I've said, please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely believe that the content that I have about Woolworths would probably encourage you to stay long onto this Woolworths stock or share or company, or even add more positions. Otherwise, if you like the content that I'll be giving you or sharing with you on today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button or that thumbs up button and subscribe. That's if you have not subscribed to the channel already. And also click the notification bell whilst you subscribe, so that you don't miss the good videos and the content of the stocks that we follow on this channel. Otherwise, just a disclaimer, please note that I'm not a professional financial advisor. All that I'll be touching base here on today's video are just my opinions, and you should not take them as financial advice. Otherwise, if you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to go and consult the professionals. Otherwise, without a waste of time, for the period which ended, or for the 52-week period which ended in June of 2021, Woolworths reported a turnover increase of around 9.1%, which brought the total group's turnover to around 78.8 billion rands. Now, this was, as I've said, a 9.1% increase from the total turnover they reported in 2020 around the same time. Now, they also reported a total turnover and concession sales of around 9.7%, which constituted to around 85.9 billion rands. Now, this again, guys, it was a 9.7% increase from the total turnover and concession sales they reported in June of 2020, which is something that is truly amazing. Now for the profit before tax, they reported an increase of around 267.3%, which constituted or which brought a total profit before tax of around 5.2 billion rand, which is so massive because 267.3% increase of profit before tax generated for this 52-week which ended recently. When comparing to that which ended in June of 2020, this is quite a massive increase, which is why it is a good sign or a signaling that it looks like this Woolworths might be heading their share price towards its all-time high, which is something that is truly amazing because this just shows that they are doing well, and they are doing this, remember, against the economic constraints that we are currently facing as a country, which is something that once again motivate or has to motivate you to stay long or go and have a look into this stock if you could add a penny or two. Otherwise, going to the EPS or the earnings per share, this company reported an EPS increase of around 647.6% from the EPS they reported in June of 2020. And now for this 52-week, they made them to report an EPS or an earnings per share of around 435 cents point one per share, which is something that is truly amazing and encourages one to look into this company further because it excites investors, because this just means that this company is becoming more and more profitable, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to be taken as a good sign, because a positive EPS or a better increasing positive EPS when comparing to the previous quarters or statements that the company has reported, it ought to be taken as a good sign, as this means that the company is becoming more and more profitable. And guess what? This results in the share price of the company increasing or rising, which is why I think it is one of those good signs to say that it looks like this company really now has their ducks in a row and they are ready to head back their all-time high. Otherwise, they reported a headline earnings of around 212.5% increase, which resulted in them reporting a 374.4 cents per share, which is something, like I said, it is truly amazing and ought to encourage you to stay long into this stock, because like I will repeat this again, guys, a company that continues to report an EPS or a good positive EPS than the one that they had reported previously, that kind of results are able to drive the share price of the company higher, which is why I believe it ended up driving the share price of this company by over 6% after those results. Otherwise, their net borrowing, excluding their lease liabilities, went down by over 91%, which is something that is incredible, and it is amazing because this company just cut their net borrowings by 91 or by over 91%, which is just something that is truly amazing and strengthens their balance sheet, which is something that must motivate you, because this offers the highest level of liquidity to Woolworths in terms of handling their short-term obligations and operation expenses, which ought to motivate you guys. A company with a strong balance sheet is perceived to perform well in the future, which is why you would see so many investors coming and prioritizing to invest in companies like this because of their strong balance sheet. Now, otherwise, now their net borrowings, guys, from that 91% reduction, their net borrowings now they are around 1.1 billion rands, which is something that is just incredible and ought to encourage you to have a look into this stock and see if you could add it to your portfolio. Otherwise, like I always say, go out there, do your own due diligence and check this company further and see if you could add it to your portfolio. Otherwise, these are the 52-week audited results which Woolworths just announced last week, and these are the results that resulted in the stock price of Woolworths going up by over 6%. And now, as I've said, that 6% in share increase we saw last week just simply means that the market is kind of liking these results, which is something that must motivate you to probably, like I said, go and have a look into this stock and to see if you could add it to your portfolio. Otherwise, now going to the latest developments that I promised you on today's video, you will remember that the CEO of Woolworths food in South Africa. There were rumors of saying that she might be leaving Woolworths anytime from now, which this past weekend we read that she indicated that she won't be going anywhere until 2024, which is something that is truly amazing and brings joy to the investors, because it looks like she's doing a good job, or she's doing a great job for this Woolworths food, which is why it's doing so well. I mean, that is why we saw their online food sales rose by over 118%, constituting to about 2.3% of the entire food sales in Southern Africa. This just definitely means that she's doing a good job as the CEO of the food business of this Woolworths group, which is why I think it's a good choice, or it's a good decision that she will be staying until 2024. Otherwise, with regards the other latest developments regarding the splitting or the disbandle of the group's businesses, the CEO of the entire group now indicated that there are no plans of breaking up the group for now, and he indicated, or further indicated, that he will let us know, or the group will let us know if there are any developments regarding that. But he said for now there are no, or the group does not, it's not planning to disbandle their businesses. They are going to continue to grow their food and beauty and home businesses, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to encourage you or continue to motivate you to stay long into this company. Though some of the analysts are saying that this will make companies like Woolworths Food to have more value when comparing to their peers like your Shoprite, Pick n Pay and Spar. Yeah, the group indicated, or the CEO of the group indicated, that they are not planning to separate or disbandle these businesses, or the businesses in their group. I personally believe that the group is doing so well as a whole, and it ought to motivate you, or motivate us, to continue investing into this Woolworths brand, or into this Woolworths group, because it's doing so well. Otherwise, the group CEO indicated that the group itself is doing so well, and they are reaching or hitting their target that they set for themselves, which is something that is truly amazing. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I definitely think that Woolworths, it's a company that's doing so well. Woolworths, it's a company that's performing well, and with what they are doing, and the way that they are doing their business, or running their business, it is showing that it is a business that is strengthening. It is a business that we can expect to do very well, and it's a business now with a strong balance sheet. Otherwise, the overall group sales are around 6 to 7%, and the CEO indicated that they believe, or he believes, that they will get to over 12% very soon. I do not doubt that we will see this share price rising yet again towards their all-time high. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and please go do your own due diligence and see if you could add this company in your portfolio. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.